What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another one. This is Joshua, Montoya, and Marty Cooney, your favorite guys, and we have something really special for you in this video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to create your Gala Games account. And just a precursor to this video, if you don't know what Gala Games is, it's basically a blockchain gaming company where they are empowering players with NFTs to use these NFTs inside of games, just like you see on the screen here, and earn cryptocurrency rewards off of them. They also have music and film, and we'll get into all of that later on. But when you create this one account, this account is going to work universally across their gaming platform, their music platform, as well as their film platform, so you can see all your crypto and NFTs that you have inside of there. So the very first step that we have to take, though, before we do this is, if you don't, or if you're not already on the website, go over to cryptocashflow.com/Gala Games, and it's going to bring you over to this page where you can start registering your account. So the very first thing that we're going to do is click on register, and as soon as we see that pop up, it's going to ask us to create the account. So we have to put in an email, we have to put in a display name, and we also have to put in a password here. So let's go ahead and create that. I'm going to pause the screen just real quick and enter this information in so the autofill information on my computer doesn't pop up. Alright, so after you do that, all you'll have to do is hit the terms and agreements if you agree to them, and then just create your account. Just to note some of these things up here, so you'll enter your email here, your display name. This does not have to be your real name. This is basically going to be your online identity within the Gala Games ecosystem. So whatever you name this right here is what people will recognize you as when they see your account. Nobody's going to see your account. I'm talking about Gala Games internal company workers. So after that, you'll enter a password. It has to have 8 characters, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, 1 number, 1 symbol, no spaces, has to be secure. You will want to check this right here, because you want to receive the offers, the promotions, and the materials from Gala Games, so that way you stay on the cutting edge of the information, news, and updates that are coming out. Let's say, for example, they're dropping like a hot NFT or something like that, right? You will then have the edge because you got that email. You'll be able to better plan, your steps as to the way that you want to approach that and all that good stuff. So what we'll do is we'll just hit create account. And what's going to happen next is we're going to then get a confirmation email, okay? So what we'll do is we'll come over to our email. We'll just open this up, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to say, hi, gamer. This is the Gala Games team just writing to you. It's letting you know that you're about to be setting up your next step. So they're going to give you a 12-word seed phrase that you'll have to use for your account, so that way you can secure it and all your NFTs and cryptocurrencies. This is basically so that nobody gets into your account. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that and then talk about some important information. So it's going to say all set. You can set up your items now, so you can buy and sell crypto items like we were just talking about. And you can skip and play now. You can create the wallet. We're going to go ahead and create the wallet now, but it is important to note that as we move through these next steps, make sure that nobody is around you to see this 12-word seed phrase. Make sure you're completely by yourself. Make sure that you write this down in a private place on paper and store it somewhere securely, preferably in a safe or a Faraday box or something along those lines. Do not store this online. Do not write it on your phone. Do not send it over email. Do not do anything digitally with this seed phrase. This is literally the equivalent of somebody finding your house key on the side of the road, knowing where you live, and being able to unlock the door and access all your assets, right? We don't want that. We don't want somebody creeping into our account in the middle of the night. So listen to what we're saying. Make sure nobody's around, and make sure you write this down on paper. I know we put a lot of emphasis on that, but it's literally the most important step in creating this account right now, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pause it once again just to put this here. This should be your real name here, and so make sure you enter that in. This is all internal information as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit continue on this. And then you're going to have to set up a transfer code. So your transfer code is used when you are sending and receiving things out of Gala Games. Let's say, for example, worst case scenario, right? Somebody did get access to your account. This should not happen, but worst case scenario, somebody did and they get into your account. This is set up as a security measure, so that way you have to enter this in every single time you make a transaction or you send or receive. You get to choose when you want to use this transfer code and not use it. But we're going to use it every single time because we want to make sure our accounts are secure. So we're going to go ahead and pause this real quick and make a transfer code. So we have our transfer code plugged in here. Make sure you also write this down with your seed phrase and make sure that nobody has access to this as well. Do not forget this code. I cannot tell you how many people we see in the Gala Games Discord, or when it comes time to get a drop, or the Gala Games is dropping something hot, and then they go to buy it, and then this transfer code pops up, and they're like typing into the Discord, what is my transfer code? What is a transfer code? Well, it was the code that you set up and password that you set up when you first created your account. So do not forget this. This is extremely vital to your account. So we're going to go ahead and click on I certify that I am 18 years or older, expecting that you are 18 years or older. I hope that you are. We're going to go ahead and hit continue. And now we get to this stage right here. All right. So now we're going to have to get our recovery phrase. I'm not going to reveal this on the screen. It's going to show you your 12-word phrase, and then you'll have to write those words down on paper, and then Gala Games is going to ask you to enter those in to make sure that you can verify your account. So I'm going to go ahead and go through that process. I'm going to write these words down. I'm going to verify it, and then we will move to the next step. All right, so now we have written down our 12-word seed phrase, and we've now entered it in and verified those 3 words that it's going to ask you. It says, awesome, Gala Lover 2001, your setup is complete. So we're going to go ahead and hit finish on that, and then we're going to talk about some important stuff. All right, so the very first thing that we want to do after we finish that is start setting up our account and getting it secure. So what you'll do is come up here into the top right corner, you'll hit on account, and then you'll see some different options here. So we have an option to enter our phone number here. This could be used as a backup for, as you can see, sending payment alerts, ID reminders, and login codes, just in case you don't have access to two-factor authentication. So you'll just enter a phone number here. Okay, so you'll enter that number, and then you will just hit save when that option pops up. So if I were to hit edit, put a phone number in here, I would be able to hit save and then all that good stuff. Node info, this is something different. So if you have a node license, like a founder node, you would be able to see that over here. Linked accounts, this is your Discord. So you'll want to join the Gala Games Discord when you get a chance. That information is actually down here in the bottom right. You can click that, connect your Discord account, and you'll get some cool roles inside of there. Moving on with our security. You'll want to do this right here. So this is just like your transfer code, but extra security. So now you have 3 forms of security. You have your password to actually log into your account. You have your transfer code that is required to send and receive anything. So you can't do that without that code unless you cut it off. And then we also have the 2-factor authentication that you'll need to log into your account and also make any transactions if you opt to do so, which we would highly advise. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just pause the screen real quick so that way I can enter my information in and the autofill doesn't pop up. But what you're going to do is just hit continue, you're going to log in, and then we will move on to the next page. Alright, so we went ahead and we got on this page after we hit continue. We entered in our email and password. Now we're going to hit continue, and it's going to bring us over to this page. Now, if you hit this may pop up, it may not. But this is going to loop you. So do not hit setup now. It's going to take you right back to that page that you were just on. And then you're going to keep on going in circles and circles. So what we're going to do is we're just going to exit out of that. It's actually going to ask us to verify the account. So I believe this is the email that we were in. So it's going to give us this information here. We will just copy that. And then we will paste it into here and then click submit. Oh, it said the code was invalid. Whoa. Yes, that actually was an invalid code. I didn't scroll down further enough. There we go. Okay, so let me get this code. I'm going to paste it into here. And now we're going to hit submit. There we go. All right, now it's going to bring us over to this account where we can start setting up our 2-factor authentication. So you just have to download the Google Authenticator app. It's going to say add wallet to Authenticator app, and then all you'll do is scan this code. So I'm behind the scenes right now. I'm just opening up my Authenticator. If you see the plus sign in the bottom right corner, you'll hit that, and then you'll hit scan a QR code. And I'm just going to scan that in. I'm going to hit continue. And now it's going to ask me to verify that code. So after I just added it, Now it's going to ask me to put the code in that is on there. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that code in. I'm going to hit enable. And now we have two-factor authentication on our account. Now we have some different options that have popped up here. Okay, so this is what we were talking about before. So what do you want to use this authenticator code for, right? We keep this on for just about everything, honestly. So we keep this on for account modifications. We keep it on for account login, transactions, and purchases. We cut it off sometimes for this when drops are happening. That's something that we'll probably talk later on and get into more detail. But for now, we keep that on so that way we stay protected 24/7. Account deletion in the event that somebody did get in here, which they should not. We don't want them deleting our account, right? So they would not be able to do that unless they had your two-factor authentication code, which is bind it to your device. So nobody should have this code. And it randomizes every so often as well. So there's no one code that works universally across the board. Transfer code recovery, download private key, all of this stuff we want to keep two-factor authentication on, okay? So as we move along here, we can also see our transfer code. If you ever wanted to change that or if you forgot about it, you would have to enter in that 12-word seed phrase that we wrote down earlier. Private key, you could download this, but it's not suggested. You should definitely just keep your your seed phrase that you have and then use that in order to get inside of your account. Now, we have some other options like submit a ticket. You know, if you ever needed some help or anything like that, you'd be able to submit it with your name, email, Gala address, and whatever the issue is. If we go back, they also have a support center where they have a bunch of different helpful articles and all that good stuff about the Gala Games platform as well, okay? So that's pretty much how you set it up. One other thing too, you can add a profile picture here as well. So you can change your picture and then add a profile pic to sort of like personalize and all that good stuff. Other things that we have too on here is like the store. So this is where you can pretty much purchase like any NFTs, see the ones that are sold out, as well as look at all the different games that they have too. So they have them all categorized. And then you can look at your inventory. This is where you can see your Gala amount, your Ethereum amounts, or any coins that you're holding on the platform. If you were to click into this and click Get Gala, you would be able to see your wallet address right here. So this is your wallet address where you want to send, if you want to send Gala into your account, you would be able to do that just by hitting copy, and then you would be able to send Gala over there. Works the same way with Ethereum. So you'd be able to copy this address and send Ethereum over. Instances that you would be doing that is if you're wanting to purchase something on the Gala store. Typically it is in Gala or the other currencies that they offer, and you will need Ethereum just for gas. Nodes over here, this is just some more information about nodes as well, and then they have a bunch of other information too. But this is pretty much how you set up your Gala account. We hope you got value out of this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.